Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking briefly about an idea I had regarding General Hux and making his story in TROS more compelling. Now, if you love The Rise of Skywalker, consider this video an exploration in what ifs. It's just headcanon, fanon nonsense. So first, I believe that General Hux should have had a Allegiant General Pryde story to finish off his character in the sequels. What better way is there to retaliate against the one person you loathe most than to choose to serve the Sith Eternal and Palpatine with a false sense of power and promise of power? Even more interesting would be the concept of Hux being subservient to a clone. Hux was noticeably disgusted at the mention of clone armies in The Force Awakens, so choosing to serve one hints at a bit of desperation as far as I'm concerned. Now, Hux is also someone who craves power. He believed he should become Supreme Leader and not Kylo Ren. However, as we saw, Hux cannot take on Kylo Ren physically. He can yell and he can command, but when it comes down to it, Kylo Ren can throw Hux around like a rag doll if he so chooses. And Kylo Ren assumes the title that Hux has been coveting, Supreme Leader. And this leaves Hux essentially powerless. If Hux had Allegiant General Pryde's arc, then Hux would have been given the promise of being the commander of the entire Sith fleet instead of remaining a mere general for the First Order. Imagine Hux finding out that Leia had disrupted Palpatine's plan regarding Kylo Ren, and was then summoned to Exegol to ready the Sith fleet. And then Hux would be sneering, knowing that Kylo has failed once and for all, and that he is embarking on leading the biggest fleet the galaxy has ever known. But in the end, Hux ends up dying at the hands of the Resistance, while Kylo Ren, now Ben Solo, dies in the light, becoming an eternal being. I think that would have been amazing. I also think this change would have, helped the rivalry between Finn and Hux have more closure, because Finn's ground team would have been the one to have taken out Hux's Zistan destroyer. Now Hux is literally paying for that one slap in TLJ, while Finn is literally destroying his destroyer. Hux isn't getting away with smacking Finn in this version of The Rise of Skywalker. Anyway, just imagine every scene with Pryde, but it's Hux. I literally think the film would have felt a bit more natural in regards to the Kylo and Hux dynamic. Plus, the visual dictionary tells us that Pryde was knowledgeable about Snoke and Palpatine, which means that the information is attainable. So I would have had Hux learning all of this information over the course of the previous year in the galactic timeline, so that, again, Hux would feel like he has one leg up on Kylo Ren. So, what do you think about my change regarding Hux and General Pryde? I do think that this would have made Hux more compelling retrospectively across the trilogy, and at the very least, it would have helped alleviate some of the, this movie kind of feels like it's the end of a totally different setup. And again, if you love this movie, don't take what I'm saying as an attack on what you love. This is just a fun fan discussion, because over the course of time, even I myself have come to really enjoy The Rise of Skywalker, even if I think a huge chunk of the movie's plot is ridiculous. Having fun doesn't mean that the movie has to exactly make perfect sense. So that's all I have to say. I'm curious about your thoughts. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. AT-AT signing off.